I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody like a definition of hanking. In Dayton, um, people selling drugs, they call it hanking. If a nigga was selling a lot of dope, they like, what I'm saying, I'm hanking.
Yeah.
So what I did it took and put a positive spin to it. So I took the word hanking and I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
This is a certified hood classic.
We've been had money. Money ain't nothing without us being together. It don't do no it don't make no difference if you the maid or if you the motherfucking bodyguard. Everybody get extras around here, fringe benefits. Everybody travel from place to place and kick it with each other, and every place is like home.
Love Chhyld got that sauce.
Let's get it.
Welcome to my city, Westwood, they know Ohio. Midwest players and hustlers, check the bio. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. I'm in love with the game. Run, Hopper, Norris, Cole. Ohio player self-made. Jam City, we on gold. M-double-G, yeah, money go killers. Real niggas bout that life. Niggas can't up with us.
They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
I salute to all the hustle, Jay, Charlie, Bugs, and Round Keith, Denny, Bert, Earl, the D-boys in the Allens, Chino and Lil J, Mac and Carleon, Skane, Key and Diamond Cut, DBM, you know we own. I used to cook the D, I did Quan shoot the 3 when he played for the Heats. Then I flooded the streets. Hustle gang, that's my squad, that's my motherfucking team. Just might be your worst nightmare or sell you a dream. We all about the money, up the system, they corrupt. Ain't no credit, straight cash, so I got my hustle up.
They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Matter of fact, after you leave here, you end up getting your teeth on something and coming up with something better. You know what I'm saying? Like a new car, new house, maybe kids get to go to school, private school, paid for, courtesy of the mom. You know what I'm saying? We pay. You know, that's simple. A lot of niggas don't like to spend their money. We love to spend our money. We can't take none of this shit with us. None. Ain't no armored trucks pulling up at no funeral. Simple.
My boy Hankin TV, that's my dog. He gonna be on the channel real soon. I think tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
The word, what's the word?
What's up now? What's up now?
Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Mr. Saying something?
Loud and clear.
We got some good ones today, boy. It's going down. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's going down. I was gonna pull up and play some of that YSL trial, but the last time I looked, they was on lunch. They was on lunch. I'm gonna look and see if they back in there yet. But we definitely about to see what's about to happen for them, man. It's kind of looking they still on lunch. It's kind of going. I don't know if I want to say 50-50 for them or what, man. But it's kind of they got some charges dropped. They got some charges throughout though.
Yeah, I had seen them. I had glanced through it. I didn't watch the whole thing, and I seen, oh boy, I seen a couple of them with a smile on their face. So I knew it was something working in their favor.
But
You know,
don't forget, Thug's lawyer has said, if they went to the end, he's gonna get found not guilty.
right, right.
But that stuff let's talk about the last witness they had, the investigator. Now, where do you know an investigator at that listens to some wiretaps, don't take no notes or don't got no records of the things that she discovered within the wiretaps? She just going off of that out real spill. She's just going like off her memory and her
Yeah,
own recollections. Man, who's to say that's true though? You know what I'm saying?
right, right. They're the ones that always say if you don't have the paperwork, it didn't happen. You know, all that type of, it have to be documented. All that type of talk.
Not only is this gonna be the longest trial in in Atlanta history, man, it's also gonna be the sloppiest trial. You know, and like Spiel said, man, they caught her in all kind of lies. And then I don't know if y'all caught this. This right here is very, very, very unprofessional. So remember, we had covered a few episodes in a row. We had kind of covered that Shannon Steelwell was allegedly supposed to be married to Woody's old lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, she been keeping up with the trial. She's still been going and attending. She's still been going and attending the trial as a spectator. So she go live the other day and she talk about how on their lunch break, when they was on lunch, it was her and another lady sitting out there talking, you know, doing their thing, chopping it up. And the investigator, the lady that was on the stand, she coming back with the state, going back in the courtroom, and she stopped and tried to speak to her. You know, and she declined to speak to her. And then the investigator told her, like, that'll be the last time you'll call me a hoe. So supposedly, the lawyer is supposed to have called her a hoe or something on social media. So she on this trial, and she taking the stand. What is she even? I thought they was like the jurors. They ain't even supposed to be keeping up with the media and stuff that's going on in the trial.
Yeah. Non-biased. They need a non-biased jury. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. You know how they tell the jury, like, don't watch the media, don't pay attention. It should be the same way for witnesses.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if this lady, she taking the stand, although she is an investigator, what is she doing even being on social media to even see that old girl may have called her a hoe?
Right. Because you know they telling them witnesses don't speak on the trial, don't post nothing social media about the trial, information, whatever you know. Don't post it on social media.
And that's one of the things that made it so sloppy, man. So much stuff coming out.
Yeah.
So many different interactions. They basically need to let the public decide. Forget the jury, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just like you said, unless they move it into a different court or different city, or you know how they do that sometimes.
Different jurisdiction, yeah.
Yeah. They do that sometime on a major case, but that wasn't even one of the options. Seemed like here.
Oh, Spiel said they had a direct verdict on the guns, pills, and weed. I don't even understand how I could even charge them with that once again when that wasn't even their house, man.
And the person, go ahead. Well, the person whose house it was already been, charged. What did they charge him for? What did they charge him for? That's my question.
I've definitely been kind of keeping up with it a little bit more than I was, but I can't even recall if the lawyers had even addressed that. He said, no, she said that police had her phone tapped. Yeah, I don't believe she got her phone tapped because she said that she didn't call her a hoe in a previous live, but come to find out, she did. So, that's probably how she got wind of it. I wouldn't put it past her, but the way this trial is going, man, and sloppy as it been, I don't think they would slip up like that and tap her phone. But she did. It was discovered that she did call her a hoe in a previous live, so that's how the investigator could have got wind of it. But again, I doubt it though. And then I was in another chat and somebody was saying like, it's hard to get them warrants to tap somebody's phones. They done did so much dumb stuff. They probably, if they did do it, they ain't went through the legal procedure to get it done. They just done did it.
They just did, yeah. And they do it all the time. They just can't use it in court. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And if that is the case, I know for sure she wouldn't be dumb enough to do that. Just like the officer that had took the stand that they was trying to say had the watch on. Come on, man, that motherfucker ain't gonna be dumb enough to wear the watch in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? So she did get that information off a phone tap, which I doubt allegedly. She wouldn't have said that. So it did come from that previous live. And the thing about old girl, she be moving so fast and kind of caught up in her emotions about it. You know what I'm saying? She probably had forgot about it. But another content creator did go back and backtrack to some of her past lives. I believe it was like the live the day before, or it might have been the one the day before that she did call her a hoe. this trial, they still on lunch, man. I had seen another trial. I had seen on another channel, they had in the comments, they had a poll saying, was the jury gonna be out longer than a day? Yeah, I believe the jury gonna be out longer than a day, man, because they got a lot of stuff to go over. You know, even if they is gonna rule in their favor, they still that's a lot of stuff they got to go over, man.
Right.
They just can't go in there and come right. I don't even think the judge would allow that, you know. Yeah. And then that right there gonna completely blow the trial, period. This shit been so sloppy. This got to be the sloppiest, man. This got to be the sloppiest trial in history, man.
Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like it. You know, we done seen evidence planted. We done seen, you know, on this right here. I never seen when the district attorney having sex with this guy and the lawyer messing with this other dude, and they charging people with things that somebody already been charged for over here. You know, I just ain't seen that.
And then the main thing in a jury trial, you know, the state, they got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, without a reasonable doubt.
Have they proved to these jurors beyond a reasonable doubt that these guys did these things? No. I don't believe they have. Not just saying that. I don't believe they have proved beyond a reasonable doubt, man.
Right. We're talking real talk. You know, not just, you know, just taking sides. No, this real talk. They haven't proved it, positive proof that these boys are guilty of these allegations. You know what I'm saying? I seen them today. They was in there smiling and laughing.
Yep. And they definitely having a super hard time getting the jury instructions together. They having such a hard time, man. I believe they confusing the jury, man. And some of them jurors, man, they so ready to get off that, and they so tired of the shenanigans, because you can see it. Even if they do get off, man, I'm still gonna say them guys, they didn't get a fair shake, man. Mm-hmm. It's too much bull crap. There's too much bull crap involved, man. And it kind of took like the focus of the trial off of them to what's going on around the trial. Mm-hmm. Just like the other day, when one of the defense attorneys had brought up that old girl was supposed to be married to the defendant, the judge she said, I can't believe this. Man, there's so much. It's definitely juicy, man. I bet I told you, man, it's definitely gonna be a movie.
Yeah.
He said the jury gone back there for 2 hours. Yeah, that's probably why they been out so long, because it's way past lunch. I definitely been dipping in and out of different chats, man, seeing what's going on, seeing what the people got to say. And I definitely got to say that all the people, the viewers, they all saying the same thing. They all saying the same thing. And just the fact to even, not even if they married, but just even being affiliated with a guy where you was representing another guy that was testifying on him. This shit got to be unethical, man. It got to be some type of, not knocking to nobody, but it got to be some type of,
what they call it, they call it something.
But you know what? It could be a play as far as on the legal side, because that got to be some type of grounds for an appeal or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Off top.
It got to be something about that. That's something that can't be right, man. But we still really ain't heard nothing from Thug. What you think going on with Thug, man?
I hope he just getting himself together, man. I know he got a long haul. You know what I'm saying? I just hope he getting himself together, get up in that studio, get his money back right. Because it's going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Stay off their social media. But, you know, I you know, the stuff that they've been showing and doing, I can't call what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I can't call it, G.
Well, I guess we down to the last days. We about to see what's going to happen, man. Like I said, it's definitely got to be hella grounds for an appeal if things don't go their way. So I think the attorneys, for the charges that they had, I think the attorneys definitely did a good job, put up a good fight.
Yeah. He definitely had a good lawyer, man. You know what I'm saying?
It seemed like to me that the state, they was just redundant. They was repeating the same stuff over and over and over. And it don't make no sense that the judge had caught the state up so many different times, man.
Yeah.
And called them out on it. What was that girl's name? I'm gonna pull up the gram. Do you remember that girl's name out of Sacramento? The rapper that supposed to have came up missing?
No, I don't remember her name.
Hold on, I'm about to find it. I'm about to find it right now for y'all. I'm about to find it.
There she go.
Okay, there she go right here. Janessa Jones. Well, this is a rapper that was down in Sacramento. And she supposed to have came up missing one night at the club. After the club, she supposed to have took a offer to go perform at a party or link up with some guys or something. And she supposedly came up missing. So what happened was, yeah, hold on. Yeah, Spiel said the jury, they so ready to go. They coming back with a verdict quick as hell. Yeah, they definitely gonna come back with a verdict quick as hell. But I believe it ain't gonna be quicker than 24 hours.
Yeah, they still gotta wait the time though.
Right, because you gotta realize this trial. What's the date? 165th, 166th day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think the judge gonna allow that. Although it probably ain't nothing stating in law to how long.
Right. How long they supposed to deliberate?
Right. Y'all heard what Clem said. There's 5 people in here. Should be 5 likes, man. Make sure y'all tapping that like button.
Shout out Clem. Shout out to the chat.
That like button. Don't forget, Clem, I'm waiting to hear back for you. Supposed to have been on this episode today. We're doing it for the gram. Drop your link in the chat. Y'all don't think they ain't gonna let them come back that quick. Definitely ain't gonna let them come back that quick. But what happened was Sugar Dior. That's her name. Her name is Sugar Dior. She supposed to have went missing after the club one night. So then yesterday I seen where they said she had been found.
What?
But here goes some promo. Just Say No to Scope. If y'all ain't checked out Just Say No to Scope, go over there and check out Just Say No to Scope. He did an interview with her boyfriend last night. And things it kind of went left. Because they say she's not missing no more. But if she's not missing no more, and you her boyfriend, and you supposed to been the one putting all this stuff out about her and trying to help the public find her, how come she hasn't communicated with you? But what the narrative is now is that she was trying to get away from dude.
Could be a play.
Could be a play that she's trying to get away from him.
Yeah, because, if it was him, I think they running a play. That's what I think. I think they running a play to, get her name out there. Because was she hurt or anything like that?
Now, she wasn't supposed to be hurt. What he said that somebody was supposed to have, this was the boyfriend said, he said that somebody was supposedly had called the police station and said that they were her and that she was all right.
Okay.
But I haven't came across no solid proof that they have found her.
Right.
But dude, it definitely kind of went left. For that to have been my girlfriend or significant other, she was missing. The attitude that he went on there with last night was. So this is one of the things the boyfriend has said. So the boyfriend had first posted something about it. He has said the police, they basically ain't doing their job. They too worried about me, worried about what I'm doing. So I guess they worried about what he doing and focusing on him, because you always know in them type of situations,
right,
the other one gonna be looked at first. But it's definitely something fishy, man. And then if that is the point, they done took away valuable time dealing with this versus people that's really missing.
Right.
But the narrative, like I said, the narrative they painting, Right. He's sounding suspicious, evidently right. And that's why I say for her to have been found, she hasn't contacted him. It's like that'd have been the first person she contacted.
Right.
Yeah, but the interview, the things that end up going left, they end up arguing, and like I said, dude, he didn't really seem emotional. He didn't seem like it was he wasn't emotional enough for me for something like that serious to have been happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Because if somebody else kidnapped, so if he didn't do, I'm pretty sure he's saying he didn't do it, right?
Right.
Okay, so that means somebody else done it. So it's still serious.
So I guess in the videotape, the footage they had from the club, I guess they had seen some type of vehicle she supposed to have got in or something like that. So he even asked him about that. So dude was like, "Oh, that's the police job. I ain't the police. That's what." Damn, man, it ain't about being the police.
Yeah.
Your loved one, you know what I'm saying? He talking about people reaching out to him, talking about he shouldn't have called the police. And that shit just wild, man. I think it was just, to me, it seemed like a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
You know, forgive me if something did happen to us, seriously, the way it's looking. He said, right, if it's not him, it's somebody, right. But dude, he just didn't seem as, it seemed like a play to me.
Yeah, for sure. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, man.
Flag on the play.
Make sure y'all tune in tonight, man. At 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We got part 2 of Married to an FBI Informant with Khalifa Bush, man. Make sure y'all slide through, man, and check that out. If y'all haven't checked out our first interview, go to my page, hit the live tab, scroll down, and check out the first part of the interview. Also, I got it posted where it say upcoming in the schedule. Go to that post, go to the description, hit the link and go to her TikTok and start following the story because she's doing like a story time. She up to like 60 something. She may have already made it to 70, but she's in the 60s. And she's broken down. She's telling the story of being married to an FBI informant and also being sentenced over a decade in the federal penitentiary. So she came past, I believe, about a month ago and gave us a breakdown. We made it all the way up to the part to where she got arrested. We're going to tap in some more to that and hear the story. She's working on a book. And I said a month ago, man, it's amazing, man, how much stuff can just happen in a month, man. Happen in a few days, man.
You know, on this internet, on this internet, everything happen fast. What you said, a week is like a month.
A week is like a month, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Like I said, go to the schedule one and go to the descriptions and go to her TikTok. Follow her on TikTok and like I say, catch up with the story. Even if you just listen to a few of them, check it out. It's a deep story. And we might as well go ahead and prep and get ready for that for the night. And let me ask the chat. Chat. If say for instance you was in a relationship with a guy for years, y'all done had kids and everything. And come to find out he was doing some shady stuff. Y'all get jammed up and he blame everything on you. Married to an FBI informant. Not saying that the red flags wasn't there earlier in the relationship, but you got to take out, man. You got to take out for the female, man.
They say love is blind. They say love is blind, but you got to take your brain with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm glad she all right, though.
Shout out Me Too Solid. He said deliberations can take anywhere from a few hours to more than a week in the state of Georgia. Yes, definitely a period of time that they can take, but although it could be a few hours, we know cases. Just like this trial that lasted 160 some days, and for these jurors to go in there and come out in a few hours, that ain't gonna be.
Nah, just like you said, they got to run it back A to Z.
Right. Clem said she'd catch a body if it was her, but yeah, it's definitely a deep story, man. And the day that she got locked up, the day that the feds pulled down on her and locked her up was a day when she was getting ready for her daughter's birthday. You know, she had went and dropped her daughter off at school. She had to go later on that day to pick up the cake. But just as she had dropped her kids off at school, while she ran, the feds pulled her over and arrested her. It's definitely a deep, deep, deep story. And I can't believe that the traction. I can't believe it ain't getting the traction. Man, that story right there supposed to be getting hella traction.
Yeah, true story.
She'll be through here tonight at 6 p.m. We're gonna kind of go back and recap some of the stuff we talked about the last time, and we're gonna go ahead and move forward. But like I said, go to the go follow her on TikTok and get some of the story yourselves, because I'm quite sure it's gonna be some questions y'all gonna have.
Right. Say Khalitha Bush 1 on TikTok.
Right. He said, I wish my better half would. Oh my God, my skin is hot thinking about it. Right. Who would do something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, he just threw everything on her, you know? But like I had asked her during the last interview, like, damn, did you see the red flags? It definitely was some red flags there, but you know how we could be sometime when we put that game on and try to make everything seem like it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope interview, man. Make sure I go past there and check out on part 1 we did. We doing part 2 tonight. Go follow her on TikTok. This one right here gonna be deep. She working on a book. And the easy it is to make movies these days, you can shoot a movie on your phone. I'm quite sure we're gonna be seeing it coming to Amazon or Tubi or Netflix.
Soon. What'd you say?
Soon. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's a bad story.
We hanking over here, man. Yeah, we hanking over here, man.
And some of the advice I gave her some advice. I told her to protect her story. Yeah. Don't nobody steal it. You know what I'm saying? That's a deep ass story. I just stumbled across it on a humble and got intrigued by it. Well, that's what we're gonna be. That's what we're doing tonight. Last night we had Free Game Vane on the show. Definitely a dope artist out of Dallas. He came through and turned up for us. He definitely dropped some jewels for the people.
He got a banger too.
Got a banger. Change on me.
Yeah, I like
I would play it, but I got a copyright on the last one. So make sure y'all slide through there and check it out. Let's talk about old Ray J, man. Ray J, he done came back and he didn't recanted the story. He didn't recanted all the stuff he had been saying, man.
Somebody went and talked to him, had to sit down with him.
And they definitely done pulled up on him.
My bro.
And that's definitely what he said. Hold on, I'm about to see if I can find it. That's definitely what he said. He said he had a talk with the Diddy boys, the sons. They had a talk.
He recanted.
Let me see if I can find it. Ray J. Recant.
Yeah, old Ray J.
And then even Meek Mill came out and said some stuff.
Yeah, I seen that.
But it ain't surprising, man, how people flip on you when you go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like old boy song said, they gonna change on me.
Hey, man, that damn song, man, you hit it dead on the head. That damn song is definitely fitting.
Yeah.
Don't change on me. But you know what they say though, when you point the finger, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you.
Right.
But he definitely said that they had a talk. So yeah, I believe somebody had pulled up on him.
He said somebody pulled up on him.
Let's go down this rabbit hole right quick. Yeah, he definitely a whole clout chaser. Let's go down this Illuminati hole, man. How many of y'all out there, man, believe in the Illuminati? I remember some years back when I first had heard about the Illuminati, I got the YouTube and different videos and watching it, and I'm like, man, this can't be. How many of y'all out there believe in the Illuminati? The reason I asked is because Benzino. To me, my personal opinion, Benzino's music was trash, but he definitely had a good movement in the late '90s, early 2000s. He definitely had a nice little movement going in the late '90s, early 2000s. Source magazine. He was definitely in the industry, moving and shaking. And then all of a sudden, boom, it fell off. And then ever since then, it seemed like it had been all bad for him. Well, he just recently did an interview on Real Life Street Stars. And that's what they asked him. They asked him about the Illuminati. He didn't really so much confirm or deny, but he kind of confirmed more than he denied. He said he could remember a time when they had the Source magazine. Source magazine was at its peak doing his thing. They had a meeting with his partner. He said he used to refer his partners to all the meetings, to some of the meetings, to like kind of filter the people. There'd just be so many people requesting meetings with him. Well, he said he sent his partner to filter them for the first meeting, and then his partner gave it the green light. He ended up attending the second meeting or whatever, and seeing things just didn't seem right. And he said he could tell off the rip that they was like some shady, we ain't gonna say shady, because shady mean they was trying to get him, but they was like weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Evil. Yeah.
Right. He sensed that spirit, that sense. They end up not doing the deal or whatever, and then not too long after that, that's when everything goes south. And that lead him to believe that it definitely is something out there.
I think it's a greater. We just
call it hierarchy.
Yeah, it is. It has to be though. Like, that's just how you keep order. You know what I mean? You have to be a chain of command in some sort. But they don't have to be evil. But I think it's a society. You know what I'm saying? Them presidents and I think they making deals. They the ones making stuff happen. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna go as far as to say like far as the sacrifices and the devil worship and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I believe it is a hierarchy that you got to answer to or something, but I don't believe in all that other stuff. But that is a fact. What Real Spill said. He said Zeno had the source when people stopped buying physical copies. They took a hit. But it wasn't just the source where things went bad for him. It just seemed like everything went downhill.
Yeah, he went downhill. Even his wealth, especially his wealth. Yeah.
And we got to remember.
I think, didn't he own the source?
He owned the source, right? I forgot his name. I think his name is Brian or Mark. It was a white guy. But we got to remember how important the source was to the hip hop community. Remember, they used to get the mics, them 5 mics they gave you. The mics you got in that Source magazine meant a lot.
Man, I'm talking about you was official after that. You're right.
And just because we went from the physical copies and went to digital, it still wouldn't have took a dive that quick. Because even after that happened, we still had other magazines that wasn't nowhere near as popular as the Source that was still thriving.
Right.
And don't forget, I'm a magazine guy. I was in the penitentiary them late 90s all the way to the 2010s.
Yeah.
I was a magazine guy, Source magazine, Double XL. What else was? It was a Source. It was a Double XL. It was the King. It was a few more. And you got to realize, so even after that, you got to realize magazines came after that, like Don Diva. They even did better than the Source after the digital era, and they were still putting out physical copies. And some of them in the Don Diva, you couldn't even get them in the stores. You had to order them.
You had to order those. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They still was popping. So them Don Diva magazines, them Fed magazines, a lot of them magazines we couldn't get in there due to the cover and due to the titles on them. You know, them Don Divas used to have stuff like Kingpin stuff on there, Big Meats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had this company. People gonna get $1. They had this company that if you was locked up, you could order them magazines from. What they do, they would put a different cover. They would take a Don Diva magazine, they'll put a damn hunting and fishing cover on it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make it through. But yeah, things did definitely take a drastic change when the digital era, when things started going digital. And like we said, man, when we was talking about it last time, we said Big Brother. Everything that they were saying, man, has definitely been coming to pass. Because when things first started going digital, they were saying, like, man, the magazine's going out.
I remember that.
They definitely went out.
Just like VHS and DVD. You know what I'm saying? Transition. You know?
From what, the 8-track to the cassette? to the disc to the stream.
Yeah.
Things
and just like they were saying, you know, and just like they were saying, put a chip in your hand or put a chip in your blah blah blah. We toting that iPhone around. That's really the chip. You ain't gonna go nowhere without it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because remember they was saying, shout out to
Good Energy.
Shout out Good Energy. He said, whatever happened to the Fed magazine, man? We know all the magazines off, man, with the digital. The digital, even in jails now, the magazines is on the. Man, I couldn't believe this. If y'all want to hear the other night, if y'all want to hear the other day, we had TTE Night. He called in, and then right after he called in, another one of my guys that's incarcerated, he called in, but his call ended up dropping. Man, it blew me away to find out. When you go to jail now, they give you a tablet. That's how you read your mail. That's how you get your visits. How you do your everything on a tablet, man. They do get magazines on there. I'm trying to think what magazine they told they was getting in there on the tablet. I want to say the XXL. I think they said the XXL. They were telling me about TMZ, but it's crazy, man.
Crazy, yeah.
Giving you tablets, you can even sit in your. When I was locked up, I used to just think about like how would it be just right before the cell phones hit? Because once the cell phones hit, I got a chance to discover it. I mean, experience. Like, damn, how would it be just be able to kick back on your bunk on the phone? They doing that now, man. And how it started, and for the people out there who hasn't went through that experience, that's a good thing. I advise you not to go through that experience. But just how it first started before they introduced the tablets. Before they introduced the tablets to us, they introduced these things they called MJ. It's something like a it was something like a MP3 player. The first thing you could do, you could download music. You had just like a little like a that shit been so long ago. What is it called? What's something Apple's made? Apple made you can listen to your music on. iPod, but something like an iPod. So what they did, they came and they put like these big machine, like a computer. It was big, had a screen on it. They put one of them first. They put them in.
Yeah.
When we started seeing them come in, we're like, man, what the hell is that? That's how you could go and you could look up stuff on there. You could look up your visiting. You could look up if you was in reception. You could look up and see if you got classified yet. And then they did it to where you could take your iPod. We're gonna call them iPods, was some kind of player. I forgot the name they call them. And you can plug it into that, and you can download music. You can pay to download music.
MP3, yeah.
And then it went from that to the tablet. I'm like, man. And then they started doing the video visits. And that thing they had before they get the tablets, you can go to that like computer, like a big old school computer thing. Like you should go in there and you could do video visits. And if you can imagine if things in there was transpiring and changing in a slow pace, how fast things out here was changing.
Right. Because it's turtle slow behind the bars.
They definitely implementing it in there.
Yeah.
That's just how stuff the digital era definitely took over. Because that stopped CDs from coming in. We used to be able to get CDs in there.
They took the Walkmans. Yeah, they turned to digital. They just turned everything from the Walkmans to MP3 players. Stuff like that.
Yep. So and then the mail. So instead of getting mail, then you get your mail on there.
Email. Yeah.
And then it really got bad. I wasn't in there. Then I had been gone. And then it really had switched over to that during the COVID. They had even stopped physical letters from coming through. You had to, that thing what they got to call JPay, and basically send an email. They definitely getting the privileges.
Shout out to the chat.
And then what that stuff doing, man, it's just making stuff and making people lazy. It's making people lazy and dumb, man.
Yeah.
And the reason I say we already know it's making people lazy, but it's also making you dumb too with the spell check.
And with the phone number memory.
The phone number memory. You can't even remember. I don't even remember people's phone numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then just like the job hunting process. I remember you used to get up early in the morning, go beat the streets looking for a job. You go look for jobs now. They talking about they doing everything online.
Right.
And they going through a process to where it's all automated. You can't even talk to nobody directly. These automated reply texts, and it's crazy, man.
Yeah, you can't even campaign your game with your experience, what you know. You know what I mean? You can't even campaign it. You just put in your resume and with the rest of them.
And cross your fingers, man. Oh, Shamar might be Shamar, and it might be Shamar and Fendi the rapper. They might be running a play on us, y'all, because they recently got into it. They did a song together not too long ago, and this was like right kind of when Fendi. I know Fendi was out. Not Fendi. I mean Shamar was out there messed up for a minute. He ended up bouncing back, and this is at the time he was bouncing back. Fendi came through and gave him an opportunity to put him on a song, and the song did good, boosted Shamar. So now Shamar coming out saying that the song wouldn't have been nothing if they wasn't on it. So they going back and forth, beefing. But the reason I say it's a play is because as soon as I seen a post they was going back and forth beefing, I seen a flyer Shamar had put out was promoting the show for the song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, if y'all beefing, how is you promoting the show for the song? I also seen a nice long clip. I seen that boy Terrence Gangster Williams. Terrence Gangster Williams, he put up a post. He captioned it. He said, hanging with Mr. White or something. So I'm like, man, who the hell is Mr. White? So the video get to play. You can tell they in a club. But come to find out they in a strip club. And guess who it was?
Charleston White.
Charleston White, man. And Charleston White was definitely in there putting his Mac down.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they ain't feeling Charleston White, man, but there's a lot of people feeling Charleston White because Charleston White was a celebrity in the club. They was in the strip club, money flying. They had the women catering to him and everything.
You know, he just doing what everybody else doing. He just do it to the, there's no limit on it. He ain't got no filter, none of that. He just doing it for the, to the fullest. And just like you say, if you do it a little bit or you do it a lot, you're still doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, content is king, man.
Yeah.
And he came in the game with the shock factor. Shock got everybody's attention, and then once he get in, he put it down his original agenda.
And that's just one of the elements or tools you use to succeed in this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There go Clemmy, man. Make sure y'all slide through and follow Clemmy.
Drop your links in the chat. Subscribe.
Yeah, Shamar definitely he turned it around and turned it up. They even had him on an episode of Atlanta Street Interviews. You know they got that guy down in Atlanta. I believe his name is Marcus. He be going around doing interviews with homeless people.
Yeah.
He had a lot of controversy a while back because I believe he was he was sleeping with the girls and he was doing them interviews with the people that's homeless out there messed up, giving them $10 and $20, and them videos was doing hundreds of thousands of views, man.
Yeah.
Well, I had seen a while back, somebody they was on his head. He had got caught up with a female, I think a couple females. He supposed to have did some not so cool things.
Right.
That boy D Baby, that's old right there. They said boy D Baby cashed out on a new crib. That's old. I seen that. I said like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Diddy, that boy Diddy, he going for his bond here tomorrow, man. I seen where the judge had so I guess they supposed to have raided Diddy's cell. They found some notes or some things in there. They no telling what was on them. I read where the judge was saying that they can't use that, they got to throw it out or something. People saying due to that, it's a chance that he might get bond. I don't know. But I also seen somewhere where somebody said that he was like, man, stop, look, man, this is Diddy. They said him not getting that bond in the beginning was all a play. I don't believe that. They got him accused of some bad things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there wasn't no play at all. They're trying to lock him down.
Right. So they said he gonna get a bond. It was just a play for the media. I don't believe that, man.
No.
I don't believe that. In that case right there, that's gonna be just as sloppy. I bet it's gonna be just as sloppy as the YSL trial, man.
If they do that, be letting us know that it's another show. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
another trial show for some money and publicity. I don't know what they're getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just unless they get money for people who tuning in and viewing.
That's what it got to be. Got to be.
Yeah.
Cause the media channels, they be doing hella views, man.
Right. For all year long.
Let me break some down for the people out there that might not know it. I got the story from the horse's mouth. So yesterday, y'all remember, if y'all was watching the trial, probably about 3 hours in or something, when the trial, this even on the Law and Crime channel. And when I first seen it, I kept wondering, like, why is everybody streaming Infamous Sylvia's stream? Because that's the lady she been going to the trial ever since the beginning. I interviewed her on the channel before. She went through she also attended the Cardi B trial, the R. Kelly trial, but she been following the Young Thug trial ever since the beginning. She had been streaming. She been streaming it. She was coming back, giving recaps at the end of the day. She just recently had a incident with the attorney that we was talking about earlier. But yesterday, be a lot of channels streaming the Law and Crime channel, be streaming the trial. So I was wondering yesterday, like, damn, why is everybody just streaming her channel from the trial? Come to find out that the Law and Crime, the big Law and Crime channel, they didn't have their streaming stuff with them yesterday. So they asked her, could they use her channel to stream, but she had to take all her logos and stuff off. So what happened? She said she went on ahead and did it. Did they compensate her, look out for her, thank her? Hell no. She was just telling the story as far as like how you look out for people, and how they do you, especially in a crunch situation. So they eventually had got the equipment in, told her they was cool, they didn't need it no more. But somehow before they could end it or whatever, that's when her logo and stuff popped back up on there. So big Law and Crime channel, they had to use Infamous Sylvia's streaming service yesterday to stream on.
Yeah.
She was saying how she was getting there's a lot of people ain't feeling her. I don't know why. She just give her own opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? How can you be mad at her if she give her own opinion? To me, she pro-thug. So that's all that should matter. But she was talking about how some of the comments that she was seeing in the stream. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
She was talking about how some of the comments that people were saying wasn't so nice, just due to it being her. It seemed like people should have been like, okay, we see you. You making moves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she done had a little so how can we tap in and make money? Correctional system. I missed that. My fault, good energy. It's different ways, man. It's definitely different ways you can tap in, make money with the prison system. Packages. You know what I'm saying? We got third party package services out there that just provide a clean cut service to them and present it. You might have some like some of the stuff they sell in there. They give out free. They call them welfare kits. They give out like toothpaste, toothbrushes, drawers and stuff like that. And that stuff, guess who it's made by? It's made by Bob Barker. You remember who Bob Barker is?
Yeah.
Who's Bob Barker, man?
Price is Right, man.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
It's made by him, so it's definitely ways that you can tap in and get money through the correctional system. I never really investigated it. The only thing I investigated as far as making money through the correctional system, because I was a part of that, was books. Getting my books in there. But it's definitely, matter of fact, I just seen an article not too long ago about somebody who had like a contract with some prisons. They offer, they got catalogs where they sell gym shoes, clothes, jogging suits, stuff like that. Just plain colors, nothing flashy. Cups, bowls, food. And say for instance, if you got a business and you make candles, what they can do is people from in there can order candles. Like say for instance, you locked up, it's about to be your mama's birthday. You can order a candle. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about getting your catalog together. presenting and getting it in there. Because it was like a lot of third party companies that offer stuff like that that I even had got while I was in there. You could send people flowers. You got to go through a third party company to do that. Birthday cards, even them fruit baskets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was definitely a way, especially with everything going digital. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shortcut way you can go about it. Shit, if you know somebody that's locked up and you got a business, a type of business like that, like man, pass this out there, man. Tell people to hit my people up and get this.
Yeah.
It's just like everything else, just like a word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Them customers right there, because I don't think people really realize, man, how much money guys in jail make, and we ain't talking about from working in there. You know, when I was in there, I was paying bills from in there due to the different things and hustles and stuff I had going on. They only gonna give you in Ohio $18, $20 a month, what they call state pay, like a welfare check every month. You get that for your job you do. I think it boiled down to like 1 cent a day or something like something short. Something short, a cent a day for a job out here that people are making $20, $30 an hour doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got this thing in there, here in Ohio. It's called OPI. It's Ohio Penal Institutions, and what it is business. They had like this one. It was called I forgot what it was, but it was data entry. They had inmates that was doing data entry for outside company. They had a room. They had computers set up, and they sat in there all day. They did data entry. That was considered like one of the good jobs in there. Also in Ohio. I don't know if it's all around the world, but I definitely know it's Ohio. Lebanon Correctional Institution, one of the institutions I was in, they make the license plate.
Mm-hmm. Now you know that's money.
And we know how much they charge us for license plates.
Right, you know that's money.
And then they in there paying them guys cents on the dollar to make them. And it's so crazy that it was an officer that worked in there. He went down to the license plate. He had something going on with a car. He went down to the license plate department, had them make some license plates for him. End up getting jammed. It was a whole bunch of mess. End up getting jammed up. Yeah, they might make all type of stuff in there, but you definitely can tap in. Like I said, if you provide a service that will cater to somebody out here for somebody in there.
Yeah.
And you know it's a gold mine.
I was just going to say, because it ain't going to stop and it ain't slowing down.
In the books was a good one until everything started going digital. Everything started going digital.
Yeah.
FYBJ Main shouts out Drea O as one of the only women journalists covering the drill movement and addresses forgetting to mention her during Dirk's birthday bash.
Yeah.
I recently seen something that came out that showed it was supposed to be an old video where J Main was apologizing to some mothers on the other side. This was supposed to have been an old video. Because remember doing this big controversy, it was saying like, take down them songs and apologize. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Old video did surface where he had apologized before. There's a lot of people with a lot of mixed emotions on that. They saying he ain't pushing peace, he pushing content.
He pushing content. All that playing to catch up with him up there with them boys though. He can't. He got to mean what he say and say what he mean. You can't just be playing. And
But even if it is a play, I think it's still making a statement though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody listening, not all them kids out there, them younger ones, some of them listening, but it was just somebody recently, I forgot who it was. It might have been J Man that said that these new drill rappers they drill for real. You know? But it's crazy how some words on a song can make people go back and forth like that to where people losing their lives.
Right.
And then, but, me, even you, we ain't from that. We ain't from there. We ain't from that culture, so we don't really know how deep it is,
Right.
That's some of that stuff I don't really kind of speak on. I just give my opinion. I can't get deep into it because you really can't speak on something that you ain't experienced. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Right, because that's an everyday thing up there. Just like Memorial Day or 4th of July. The shooting count up there is like unheard of. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, 20 people got shot last night. Yeah. So yeah.
That's why one of my main things I tell people like, man, don't say what you ain't gonna do until you in that position. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like as far as the snitching thing, I ain't gonna never tell on nobody. Don't say it till you in that position, man. You don't know what you gonna do.
Yeah.
And then when you do it, you're gonna be trying to justify it. But don't forget, you said you wasn't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't doing it. I ain't about to go down for nobody. I got kids in the family. I got to think about all that. Don't say nothing till you in that position. Never say never.
Right.
A lot of times the things we say we'd never do be the things we end up doing.
Having the test. The test come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely gonna come. Yeah. I got a female, man, I had interviewed on my channel before, man. She had she got stage 4, she got some type of cancer. I forgot the name of it. I seen a post she had put up. It been a minute. I keep posting, been sharing it. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna end up sharing it and putting the link. What she did, she started a GoFundMe. And the reason she started a GoFundMe is because, sadly, as we all know, over time, cancer spreads. So her cancer has begun to spread. And this is the thing about it, man. And this is why I'm gonna promote it for. And if I had the money, I wouldn't mind donating. Well, the few dollars I have, but if I had some big money, I wouldn't mind doing more. Although she going through this, if she didn't tell you, you would not know. She get up and go to work every day. She do like get ready videos. She do like get ready with me videos where she getting up for work and she brush her teeth in the morning due to her cancer. Her mouth is bleeding. She get dressed and she go to work and she talking about how she don't feel good. But what she did, she started to GoFundMe so she could enjoy her last days. She said she want to start doing something every month. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I thought that was dope. And I shared it. I had shared it on my Instagram, but I said I was gonna share it on my wall and put the link up and see if I can get some people involved because it was so deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn, here you is sitting doing you facing your last days, but you steady got to work.
Positive
you really
attitude.
Enjoy yourself. So that's the type of shit people should be donating to, man.
Yeah, positive attitude, and a little help go a long way in this type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
And like I told you, if she didn't tell you, you would never know. You would never know. She get up every day, get dressed, she put her makeup on, put her wig on. Because unfortunately, she don't have no hair. So she put her wig on, she put her makeup on, and if she didn't tell you and you didn't know her, you would never know. I said, man, I'm gonna get it up. I keep saying I'm gonna get it up. But I did an interview with her.
What was Wallow talking about?
Wallow talking about, good morning. The reality is you're not gonna be here forever. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's saying.
Now, because you're afraid to ask for money. In 2018, I used to ask for the money. I used to just DM a bunch of people that had businesses. They had small businesses, and I would DM them around the Philadelphia, New Jersey area, Delaware area, and I would DM them, and I would send them a flyer. I had a flyer made up for this commercial package, and I would just ask them for some money. And I told them my services. I told them I had going on. I asked them. Some days I will make 2,000. Some days I'll make 3,000. Some days I make 5,000. Some days I might only make 1,500. But every day I was making money. I was stacking it like crazy. I felt like a drug dealer in the 80s, the type of money that I was making off of just promo, giving dude promo because I had real traction on my page. It was real stuff. But I want you to swipe over and I want you to see my flyer from, I'm talking about early 2018. I wasn't charging a lot of money, but it probably wasn't a lot of money. But think about it. If, $250 for a post, $250. Just imagine if I just made $250 every day. A lot of people don't make that working. But if you look at this flyer, man, I had this flyer drawing up and I was making a killing off. When you gonna stop playing and ask for the money?
Let's look at the flyer. What you think?
Shit, I think Rollo came home and got to it.
Man, he definitely came home and got to it.
Yeah.
Oh, follow me, but let's not sleep while you're
A lot of people's problem, a lot of people's problem about business is, we don't even be knowing what questions to ask, or you have a skill, you don't even know how to campaign or promote yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of people got skills just sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, could be a good podcaster, but he's scared of the camera.
Right.
Yeah. He came home and got to it, man.
Yeah, he
Salute
definitely
Waldo.
got to it.
$1 million worth of game.
Lamar Odom, man. Lamar Odom luncheon, man. Lamar Odom explains the reason behind getting a custom sex doll that looked like Khloe Kardashian. He said it was important for his mental health. When I first seen that, man, I thought it was fake. I thought it was some fake news, but come to find out, it was.
It was what? True?
True, yup.
He probably just cussed her out all day or something.
With the doll, man.
Yeah, cussed the doll. I tell her to go cook
so.
Lazy. She lazy.
I would hope so. I hope that's all he doing.
Hey, you think he doing it for the gram?
Nah, man. I done seen a couple of Lamar Odom interviews. He kind of.
Yeah. You remember what happened to him in Las Vegas?
Right. I guess Trick Daddy, he been trending in the last few days.
Yeah.
I got into it with my guys. As a matter of fact, I interviewed the Magnolia Twins. The Magnolia Twins got a podcast called Think Twice Podcast. So Diddy had came out one day talking about African American. He ain't an African American. He's American. You know, people say African American due to African roots. So they very educated and very deep. So they came out one day and kind of like responded to what he said, and he came back and just went off. It ain't nothing but a friendly conversation, a debate, man.
Debate. Yeah, it ain't an argument. It's a debate.
He called them all out. He called them all out their name and everything, but he gave them traction though.
Yeah, I seen when Trick Daddy was on one of them 20 versus 1. That came on the other day. It was real funny.
He definitely gave him some traction. T.I. and Killer Mike officially responded to the legendary Bankhead Seafood in Atlanta drop up. I ain't catch that story. Let's see what they say. Bankhead Seafood reopens on November 17th, bringing back his famous fried fish, husk puppies, iconic West Side vibes after 6 years. Revamped by Killer. Okay, they revamped the restaurant. Remember the other day we just covered where one of them food critics went to T.I.'s was it Trap Cafe or whatever?
Yeah.
He didn't have some nice things to say about it.
He said, "Don't get them salmon bites."
Right. I don't know if that's an old picture of Thug or not, but remember Kevin Lowndes had came early in trial and testified for Thug. He was like a character witness for him.
Yeah.
That was in the early days. We all weigh what, 166.
I think Thug gonna be all right though. You just got to stick to the plan.
Doing it for the gram. So, far as from what you know so far, and the things that happened in the past, what do you think about this Diddy bond hearing coming up?
Well, I don't think, just like I said, if they give him bond, then we know all of this is just another show.
Right.
Yeah. Now if they don't give him bond, that seems like what the law and the government and the feds would really do, denies bond no matter how much money you got, because they don't need no money. So he ain't paying nobody off in this situation as far as the state or the government, the feds. I think they're going to deny it. But if they don't, then this is just going to be a long, another 2-year show. We're going to be able to watch it on TV. They're going to bring up a whole bunch of, witnesses and evidence. That's what I think.
They're going to turn it into a whole show, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a show, dog.
Doing it for the gram. Hold on. This tonight, y'all. Tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard.
Hello, everyone. It's your girl in the flesh, Kalitha. And if you haven't already, go check out my viral series on TikTok at Kalitha Bush 1, Married to an FBI Informant, where I detail my life all the way down to my demise of being married to an FBI informant. And if you haven't heard, now you know. Your girl be hanking. Hello, everyone.
That's going to be the night. Make sure y'all tap in. Hit that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. We doing it for the gram.
Yeah.
Hankin TV and Mr. Saying Something.
Right,
We got Thanksgiving coming up, huh?
I would tell them if they ain't watching Hankin TV, then
man, what they watching?
What they watching?
We got Thanksgiving coming up. I got a few more things I got to get, man. You know, I'm a master. I'm a banana pudding master, man. That's what I make.
You're a master.
Master. I'm a guru. You hear me?
Yeah.
I make the banana pudding, man. I even have figured out a way how to make banana pudding in a joint. Give me a whole bunch of I'll save up my bananas. When I have bananas at breakfast in the morning, I go through and get some from a couple guys. Buy me some boxes of vanilla wafers from the store. They ended up starting selling pudding, but when they didn't, I get bring my pudding back for my dessert from off my tray from lunch or dinner. I got me a banana pudding. Man, you was just surprised, man, the things people could make in there. One of the things that I was fiending for in there, and I couldn't believe a guy made it. And I should have, I think I did. It's been so long ago. I should have got the ingredients. A pound cake, man. The niggas in there making pound cake that tastes like a pound cake in the microwave, man.
Yeah.
Another thing in there too they make too that'd be good. That peanut butter fudge. You have the peanut butter fudge?
Nah.
They be making. Surprised at the ingenuity in there things people make, man. Laffy Taffy. They be making taffy.
Yeah, I seen a guy who made some suckers. He was selling suckers. He was making it out of. He was getting some Kool-Aid. He was just doing it out of something, man. He was making suckers and wrapping them up and everything.
Well, this is what they done did. So in their penitentiary wine in Ohio, they call wine hooch. You know, you can make wine. I need some oranges, some yeast, and some water. Oh, sugar. You definitely need sugar.
Yeah.
So what they started doing, they stopped selling sugar and they just started selling that damn shit. Them pink packs that's nasty.
Yeah.
That's sweetener. They
Sweet
started
low.
selling that.
Sweet and low. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet and low.
Yeah.
They started selling that, man, to stop the sugar. And then what guys started using, they started using Kool-Aid. You know, you can get them powdered Kool-Aid. Used to be the thing in there. Matter of fact, them jugs of powdered Kool-Aid was money.
Yeah.
They stopped selling them, and now for Kool-Aid, they just sell like them little Kool-Aid packs. You know, them is sugar-free.
Right.
You can't even get no big thing of Kool-Aid no more. You're going to get them like them little packs. There's a will, there's a way. People going to find them a way. Definitely going to find them a way. I used to think, and going back to saying never say never, I remember I was like, man, I'll never drink none of that penitentiary, that hooch. It ain't gonna do nothing to you. I remember one day, man, a guy came past, man. It had been offered it to me for years. I'm like, man, I don't want none of that shit ain't gonna do nothing to you. I could be seeing how guys was. I'm like, come on, man. That shit ain't got you like that. Well, I worked in the kitchen. So I used to see him getting the stuff and putting it down and stuff. But one day, I don't know how I broke down, but somebody offered me some. I think because it smelled so good. Man, I drunk, man, I was lit. I said, you got to be kidding me. Boy, I was lit. You hear me?
Yeah.
I was lit. I was so lit. I think I made me a couple batches of it.
Yeah. Get to selling it.
Right. So what you gotta do, you gotta save your oranges up. Or get the orange juice, you put that in there. People be using bread for the yeast. They'll take and put bread in there. What they was making it in, they was making it in a trash bag. They had all type of different ways and different containers they was using. They using trash bags because once it get to cooking and get to fermenting, you know, that acid make it blow up. Yeah. You got to burp it. You know, you got to let that air out. Yeah. What I did, and so fabric softener in there. It's a fabric softener bottle. I take the fabric softener bottle, clean it out real good, put the ingredients in there. You got to keep shaking it up every day. Now, don't forget, you don't know what's enough. You got to find the right. You got to find the right measurement.
Yeah, the recipe. Yeah.
So you get it right. You remember, like this time I put this much sugar in there last time. But this is the thing about it. This is one of the scares in there. They had like real natural yeast tablets. You got to be careful with that yeast because there's stories that people that use so much yeast, they say, to make you go blind. There's stories of guys that went blind and they're behind that by using too much yeast.
No.
You got to be careful with that yeast. And then you got to be careful with it because if you make it too much, that's what's going to make it blow up because the yeast would make stuff blow up.
Right.
So you put it in the fabric softener bottle. Like I said, you got to shake it every day. Then after a few days, it'll get the fermenting. That's when it'll get the blowing up. And you will actually see the fabric softener bottle blowing up. So then you got to take the top and you got to let the air out, slowly burp it every day to shake him up, stash him back. You got to put him into some heat. You got to put him somewhere where it's nice and warm at. And after about a few days, it all depends on how much ingredients you use. Then you get to smelling it. You know what I'm saying? Then it had times where guys that made it didn't burp it or didn't burp it enough and it ended up blowing up. It had a whole block just smelling like wine.
Yeah. Literally.
Another thing they use, tomatoes. Tomatoes is acid. Tomatoes. It was mainly the tomatoes and acid. Like I said, people that be using bread for that yeast, they just take bread, get a whole bunch of bread from the chow hall, bring it back, put it in there. But there's one spot I was at, they had in the ODR area, which is called the officer's dining room. ODR is the officer dining room, and what it is, it'd be aside from the inmate kitchen. It'd be like the cafeteria where the officers go to eat. There'd still be inmates cooking it, but it'd be something way more better and exclusive what they selling in the inmate chow hall. So they make different stuff in there. It'd be dessert. It'd be like a real live lunch cafe. So they be having to have yeast to make certain things. You come across some yeast tablets. Guy hits you up like, man, you working there? Like, you need some yeast tablets. They get them. It definitely how you live. You know what you're doing, you make it right, it's going to how you live.
Like how them boys making that moonshine. Same thing.
Yeah. Well, it's a double-edged sword, too, because if you get knocked with it, boy, they're going to knock sparks out you. You got to weigh out your cost and your reward.
Yeah.
Definitely got to weigh out your cost and your reward.
But them boys in the streets hanking, low risk, high reward.
High reward, man. I'm going through it right now.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna show you the bounce back. I'm gonna show you how vicious the bounce back is, man.
Yeah.
Bounce back is a mother. Let me see what else we had on the list. We're about to wrap it up here in a minute, man. Really just do it for the gram a little bit. Let people know about the interview. Okay, we're gonna talk about Keke Palmer here in a second. Talk about the interview we got coming up tonight. So Keke Palmer, we all know Keke Palmer was a childhood star. It had been trending in the media lately that she was the provider. Her parents, she wasn't old enough to keep her money, so her parents kept her money. So what they did, they would ration her money out in an allowance. They also would give her older sister allowance out of her money. So people try to criticize her about that. But how can y'all criticize her about that when we know how family is? We know how real tight knit families is. What's yours is yours. What's mine is mine.
Right.
She had to go all the way in. She had to go all the way down to the part to say, like, well, my dad, he gave up his job for me to live my dreams. You know what I'm saying? My mom quit her job and had to travel with me. I can't even believe how people would even criticize her money. What she do with her money?
Right.
She ain't like her family. As far as what we know, was taking her money, mismanaging it. You know what I'm saying? As far as she was the breadwinner, I think she was saying she's making one show, one point in time, she's making $40,000 a show.
Good money.
Good money, man.
Yeah.
I forgot, I didn't catch what show it was on. But I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get hip to Keke Palmer until Akili and the Bee.
Right, like I ain't really familiar with it real good. I've been hearing her name, but I really ain't abreast of what she talking about. Was she on?
I want to say I think that's what I got hip to it because I would say it'd be a lot of these stars you'll see them on something and don't even realize like, but that was them 20 years ago on something else. You know what I'm saying?
Look, like Nickelodeon and Drake.
Right. But I do remember her being on the Chhyld and the Bee. I want to say that was with Lawrence Fishburne, I think. It's about a spelling bee.
With Momo.
But they'd turn anything in the news into a topic. They turn her taking care of her family into a topic. And try to give her backlash about it. I mean, what other way was it supposed to go?
Yeah.
The same people who were speaking on it, knowing damn well if their kid was making $40,000 a week and they had a job, they quitting their job.
Yeah, they quitting their job too. It's time to quit. Yeah.
That's the whole purpose behind it.
So, do you think she's doing it for the gram, or what you think?
Nah, she
being sincere.
Sincere, yeah. And that came off an interview. She did an interview on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
That came from an interview. See, she one of them females that was so we're gonna call her maybe because she's a child star, but she one of them females that was so square, and when she finally did do something to step out of the box, everybody was so appalled by it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
Come on, man, everybody got to grow up.
Yeah, she put on the wrong outfit. They got something
right.
To say.
She showed too much skin, right? I just seen a little mini documentary about what 50 Cent had to do that Harmony Festival down there in Shreveport. He definitely had to put some money into it, boy.
Yeah.
It was like a documentary talking about what all they had to do, and he's talking about how he had to buy out a whole parking lot. And then I guess when they was having a celebrity basketball game, they had to redo the gym or wherever they was having it at. I think it was like $5 million.
Wow. I didn't think it would be that much.
But I think that was good though for them not to have no violence down there that week.
Oh yeah, for sure. For the security, you can't shortchange the security.
Right, and it definitely brought some dollars to Shreveport that doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it was a wise move.
You see Boosie. You see Boosie and Youngboy. Youngboy dropped a song dissing Boosie, and Boosie, he responded, but he didn't respond.
Oh yeah, that was on the list too. Young NBA Youngboy just Boosie. That's what I wanted to say, man. We know Youngboy, he locked up right now. What he was going through, his past beefs. I think even if that was an old song, man, if you locked up, you about to get out. Even if you ain't about to get out, even if that's an old song, man, we don't want to put nothing out that's gonna ruffle no feathers, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to put nothing out that's gonna cause some drama. That can lead to something.
Right.
I think Boosie, he took the high road. He definitely took the high road and handled it way different than he usually handled things.
Yeah, he left his message. He left his message though. On silent message. He let him know. I take it out. I go further than far with it.
Right. He said, "Ain't gonna take it where I'm gonna take it."
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with me too, man. That's why I'm so easy going. It take a lot to provoke me. Because when I go, man, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't turn me on and try to cut me out. Yeah, don't try to cut me out.
And the thing about it, man, people that's dangerous, man. That's a dangerous thing because once you go, you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think he came back with a mature response. Although he said they ain't gonna take it to where I'm taking it from, but like he said, he's like, man, if it ain't threatening my life or my family, I'm cool,
Yeah.
And that's how I got to be. And I think the reason why, man, is because people starting to see how far these words can go. People starting to see how far this trolling and doing it for the gram can go. Don't forget they trying to say the internet is what made Dirk slap for Von.
It is though. I mean, well, it seemed just the pressure of the people. The pressure of the people. When he gonna slide? When he gonna slide? You let your homeboy, you know, unalive right in front of you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And he really stepped back in there. He stepped back in the ring when he didn't have to. You know? Von gone. You know, he didn't made it. He made it successful, you know.
As far as for right now on some of this stuff, all I can really do is sit back and wait on it to play out. I really can't even speak on it, man, because I just recently done some dumb shit, man. Super goofy shit, man. Just I can't even point the finger. It's 3-point back at me. The kettle calling the pat black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he gave a
but sometimes you gotta pop out and show me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but you know, it ain't always a good outcome. But sometimes, you know, because it's just gonna get worse. Okay, sometimes you have to make a statement or sit there and tolerate the abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So that's for each man to choose. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the reverse side of that would be, it ain't about what you do, it's how you do it.
No, that's right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's consequences. You're right.
It's definitely consequences, man. Yeah. And when you work so hard to get to a certain point, man, and you fuck around and crash and everything go up in the flames, then that's when you kind of sit back and you reflect like, damn. But we always gonna be in positions where we see like, when damn, we could have did something better.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
But see, I'm a firm believer, man. I'm a very, very firm believer, man. Everything happened for a reason, man.
Right.
Everything happened for a reason, and I don't think in life bring you ahead, just to bring you ahead 10 steps, just to throw you back 20 steps.
Right.
You know, I think the main thing in situations like that, man, is just it'd be hard, but just don't stress. Keep a positive attitude, and just keep going.
Gotta keep going, fam.
You gotta keep going. You can't give up.
That ain't an option. Hustle game. That ain't an option.
Right. Just like Boosie. Boosie gave his positive response. Now, the motherfucker come back and say something else. The motherfucker come say something else. Then when he flip, you can't be mad at Boosie.
Can't be mad at him. Yeah, when he go all the way there and get all the way disrespectful. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I did end up finding, this is going to be the last one right here. I did end up finding the backstory when we played that Whack 100 going in on Jay Prince the other day.
Yeah.
So that was some recent. I thought it was some old. That was some recent. Where Whack 100 and went in on Jay Prince. He even drug Willie D in it. I'm saying Willie D, I think said Willie D snitched or took a charge or something for Jay Prince. And that just going to getting in. You gotta realize, Whack in LA, man, they got different politics in Texas and Houston than they got in LA.
Right.
You know, and then once again, it ain't about how you do it, it's how you do it. It ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. Now, you on the internet attacking this man like this and putting all this stuff out there, so you gotta be willing to take what's gonna come with it. And a lot of that right there be doing it for the gram.
Yeah, he was doing it for the gram, because if you notice, he get into it with everybody. He got everybody info, everybody phone number, everybody called him or he seen it. You know, he always at the topic of everything.
And he think he get all the answers. Nah, man, you don't have all the answers, man.
Not at all.
Definitely don't have all the answers, man.
Not even close. And that's just the truth.
Right, but yeah, I did catch that backstory. He was going in. And he had a nice little panel of guys that was agreeing with him. It's three sides to every story, though.
And you see, that's how the internet works. Just think they just keep bashing Prince. They just keep talking down him and son, whatever. Bad situations, past history, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. It seems like he at some point he have to respond, or that's just what the people gonna believe, or that's what the internet gonna believe. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You say Keke Palmer became a millionaire at age 12.
God.
Oh, she was a millionaire at age 12. What was her parents supposed to do? I thought the whole point was to get the money so you don't got to work.
Man, I'm talking about take the kid, put him in private school, and get the money. Yeah. Long as she still get that education, we good.
Right. This boy Woody turning up so much, man. I'm just wondering, like, what is he? Is he preparing for the future for when this little 5 minutes of fame is over?
No.
Is he investing in some businesses or is he creating some businesses? Because this it ain't gonna the 5 minutes of fame. It ain't gonna last forever, man. And the way it's looking, he getting a nice bag for these interviews and these appearances he making.
Now I would say no, but that's just my opinion. Not throwing no salt on him or nothing, but because he will already have a podcast. You know, his podcast will do numbers. You know,
Right,
he not even he not doing the business.
right.
Yeah, he having fun right now.
Even his YouTube, even his YouTube lives is doing numbers. He getting super chats and stuff. But after this trial and a little bit after that,
But
all
yeah,
that's gonna dry up. So I'm wondering, is he, what I'm saying, he preparing
is
for
he
it.
ready? Yeah.
And I ain't talking about just buying shit that you can sell like watches and cars when you get listed. I'm talking about
Talking about
now
setting up some business.
something's gonna really bring some money in.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna push you back into that what you was in.
yeah. Some gonna generate some revenue, some assets.
Right. And not talking to I'm going back to people about, man, I did this for you when I was up. Cause you already know how that go.
Yeah,
Boy, help a nigga when he down, and he'll get up and nigga want to give you a glass of water, man.
I know.
That's just one of the things I was wondering the other day, cause I was watching one of his lives while he was live. I seen the people that was in there. I seen he was getting super chats, and I was just wondering, like, well, damn, I wonder is he putting something back? Is he investing? What he gonna do after this? It's only gonna last a minute.
Yeah.
I guess we gonna kick back. I guess I'm gonna kick back and catch some recaps. I have to go catch some recaps of what happened at the trial today. Seeing whatever happened with the jury instructions.
Shout out to the chat. Y'all hit that like one time.
Yeah, make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Make sure y'all tap in tonight, man, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're gonna be over here hanking. We're gonna be over here hanking with Khalifa Bush, married to an FBI informant.
Hello everyone, it's your girl in the flesh, Khalitha. And if you haven't already, go check out my viral series on TikTok at Khalitha Bush 1, married to an FBI informant, where I detail my life all the way down to my demise of being married to an FBI informant. And if you haven't heard, now you know, your girl be hanking. Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you all about how I was sentenced to nearly a decade of imprisonment by the United States government. I noticed that an SUV that had previously passed me like twice before was behind me now with red and blue lights flashing. They jumped out with FBI vests and guns pointed, telling me that I was under arrest. They handcuffed me in a matter of seconds and I was freaked out.
Yeah, we're gonna get that story tonight. If y'all ain't checked out part 1 of the interview, go to my live tab, hit live, go to my page, hit the live tab, scroll down. Hankin with Khalitha Bush, married to an FBI informant. We doing part 2 tonight.
Go and hit that little notify me button on there when y'all slide through there and look at
that notify button, man. I know I told y'all I've been better with doing what I said I was gonna do. I know I told y'all we was going to the wall. That's why me and Mr. said something was late today. We was trying to get it worked out, but I know we done ran into another technical difficulty. But we definitely going to that wall, man. We got to get to that wall, man.
Yeah.
We got to reach the people. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in, man. I've been having my regulars come through, man. Y'all just make sure y'all keep hitting that like button, man. Dropping down in the chat, man, and sharing. I want to thank all the people I've seen. I've been getting shares on my videos. Thanking people who've been sharing. Yep. I done got a lot of shares. Don't forget, we still doing that giveaway.
Yeah. I reposted it today on my community walls. You follow the instructions. You go to Hankin TV page, hit like, subscribe, come subscribe, go back and hit done. and win. As simple as that.
We're doing this right. It's good. That'd be a good Christmas gift. A pair of Jordans or a couple dollars.
Yeah.
Just make sure y'all follow that, man. Also, make sure y'all subscribe to them links that be in the chat, man. We showing love over here. Yeah. Also, if you want your Instagram to grow, hit me up. We're gonna do a doing it for the gram. We're gonna go to your page, drop your link in the chat, scroll through your Instagram. We
Free
definitely turning up. We on the road to 3K. I think we need 22 more.
So if you ain't subscribed, go and subscribe to Hankin page right now. We're trying to get them to 3,000.
We out. Don't forget, 6 p.m., y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Chhyld the Bush.
Y'all niggas rather be more famous than rich. I ain't never lived my life trying to be famous at all. I don't give a fuck about that shit. We trying to get this motherfucking money, stack these coins, so I can do what the fuck I want to do, and everybody around me can do what the fuck they want to do.
Also, Sunday, we got Go Harder with Hankin TV, and Butter Go Harder. That's going to be at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, so make sure y'all here Sunday, too.
Like, you can ride the wave, but you're not going to be the wave. I am the wave.
They kill.